I remember getting bad evaluations for spirituality in the classroom, and just feeling like I was struggling bringing it. It felt forced, it felt awkward, I just didn't feel like it was natural. And so I asked one of my colleagues, Larry Nelson, who I felt was a master teacher, what he did. He suggested that I share myself, or share some of my spiritual experiences, even when they didn't necessarily relate to classroom material, but if I'd felt prompted by the Spirit, then to just go for it. I took his advice and tried that in my own classes, experimented with different things, and some things worked and some things didn't. I feel like even if something is hard at first and it doesn't feel natural, if you work at it, you can get there. I think that if you schedule it, it would feel forced. But I think you just are directed by the Spirit and share when appropriate. And literally it's like maybe once or twice a semester this happens to me. It's like completely on the fly, like something cool happens in my life and I'm excited about it and want to share it. And it takes like a minute. So it's not a very typical thing, which I think students appreciate, and then it feels, again, more genuine. So I had a student quite a few years ago, and I remember sharing something that Elder Holland had said in a regional conference, and it was so just vivid for me, and I loved it. And I shared it, and I can't remember in what context at all, but I shared it. And the student just wrote to me and said, I think about that every time things are difficult in my life. My role as a mother is paramount in my life, and that often comes up, and it really sets the tone for the class in a very spiritual sense. So for example, we talk about media and body image quite a bit in my media class, and I have one girl, I have 3 boys, and I have one little girl, and I just talk about all the stuff she's up against in the media. And I usually get very weepy at this point, but how I want her to know her divine nature and what she truly is. And the world's going to try to tell her something different, but as a mother, I want her to know who she really is. And I think that when professors can make ourselves seem like real people who struggle with things and who just want the best for our families and the best for our kids, again, it makes it more real. I think that faculty just need to allow ourselves to feel vulnerable, but just be willing to share a little bit of yourself. Just be open when the opportunity arises. You never know the long-term impact you might have on these little things that you experience in your life.